Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. I am Pins Plays and today we are talking about Wuthering Waves. Basically a breakdown of kind of what it is and what you can expect if you're interested in getting into the game. First off, we're going to hit up story. The story of Wuthering Waves begins as you wake up on Solaris 3 with amnesia. I know. This is a whole world where sound and memory play a significant role in day-to-day life. Your goal is to become stronger as you help the locals avoid an impending disaster. Along the way, you'll meet powerful allies and some pretty over-the-top characters with questionable motives. While it does start out a little bit slow, the story really does pick up after the first few hours to become one of the better offerings in the genre, at least for now. This is, however, not just a story game, so let's get into other areas where the game really shines. First off, let's talk about exploration. The game has a massive open world to explore with puzzles and chests you'll find all over the place. One minute you'll be throwing explosives at a breakable wall, and the next you're solving a Tetris-like puzzle or trying to figure out how to trigger multiple pressure pads to unlock a door. Each area tracks the percentage of secrets you've found, so you're able to focus on specific areas and earn even more rewards in cities based on your exploration progress. As you progress, you'll also unlock dungeons, bosses, and several other in-game systems that will scale up to be challenging to even the most dedicated players. The traversal in the game is better than anything I've seen so far in an open-world game. In addition to the standard dashing, running, and climbing or gliding options that we've come to expect, you'll be able to run up walls, flip on top of cliff ledges, or grapple your way around the map. You can even track things with abilities, and as the game goes on, you gain even more specific abilities to help uncover secrets. This is easily one of the game's strong suits, and I can't wait to see what they've got going on in the future. Speaking of strong suits, let's talk about the combat. Wuthering takes combat to the next level for an open world game. Quite simply put, it's the best combat I've played so far in this genre by a long shot. There are a ton of options. You have your normal, basic, and strong attacks and dodge that you've come to expect from most games like this. But the game layers in new abilities as you go, like intro and outro attacks when switching characters mid-fight. You also have the option to use your grappling hook or jump in battle to set up a plunging attack. Your characters have typical skill attacks and ultimate attacks as well, and enemies have attack patterns that you can also counter instead of just the standard dodge. Combat feels smooth overall, and the game does a great job of slowly introducing you to those new skills so that it never feels overwhelming. The last thing that I want to talk about, also associated with combat, is one of the best innovations Wuthering has to offer: the ecosystem. The ecosystem is very similar to something like Pokemon. When you kill enemies, they have a chance to leave behind an echo of themselves. As you play and collect more, they have a higher chance of dropping, as well as an increased chance of that echo being stronger. This is a secondary system that you can also use in combat to steal and use enemy abilities. You can also stumble upon phantom variants of echoes, which serve as Wuthering's version of shiny Pokemon. They don't affect the power of that echo, but they are a toggleable skin for that echo that you can use from that point on in the game. Echoes also pull double duty, in that they are the game's version of relics or armor. Higher quality versions can be leveled and upgraded to boost your character's base stats in an infinitely grindable system that is not locked behind any kind of energy refill or resin refill system, unlike pretty much every other game in the genre. Not only is this system fun to interact with, it gives a ton of side goals that you can work on whenever you feel like it. And it's going to lead to this game having a lot more playability than a lot of its competitors. The ecosystem itself is complex enough to warrant its own video, so look for that sometime soon on this channel. If you like exploration and satisfying combat, or if you just want a decent story and some puzzle solving fun, I think Wuthering is a solid entry for Kuro Games, and I would highly recommend it. I'll be covering more on the game in detail, so I hope you'll join me for that, and thank you for watching.